Back working on blacking my wife's Audi out. It's time to tackle that nasty stainless steel going around the window. I don't know why people did this. It was a cool look about in the early 2000s, but now it's totally dated. You don't see cars with chrome around their windows anymore. I've already tackled the chrome that's going around the body, so that's looking good. Then I'm gonna do the grille, followed by the rims. But for now, let's fix this silver going around the windows. And I'm gonna show you how to do it in the cheapest, easiest way possible. Anybody can do this. Let's jump right into it. And the first step, whenever we're painting or doing any sort of body work, let's start on a clean surface and wash the car. All right, and we're gonna be painting around this trim. So since I just washed it, I wanna make sure there's no water in any of these cracks around this stainless. So I just grab my little air hose and get all this water out of there. With our car all clean and all the water out of the cracks around the trim, it's time to start masking everything off. I'm going with the Plasti Dip method for this trim. I did vinyl wrap the other trim and the little door handles and stuff, which if I were to vinyl wrap the window trim, it's gonna stay on a lot longer, but that's kind of not a process everybody could do. It requires special tools. It takes a lot of patience. This Plasti Dip method, anybody could do. You could just do it in your driveway like I am. So I'm going with it. And the Plasti Dip itself is gonna cost you less than the masking off material. It's only like $8 for a can of this Plasti Dip. And how you want to mask everything off when you're dipping is grab yourself some just general blue painter's tape and then leave about half an inch to 2-inch gap away from the trim itself. And then we're going to go ahead and throw a big old sheet of painter's plastic all over the entire car just to make sure that we're not getting any overspray. Now what we're painting with is Plasti Dip, so you can rub off any overspray. But I like to just not deal with overspray, so I'm gonna throw that plastic on, and then we're gonna get to spraying. So this is how I like to mask stuff off. I grab one of these cheap old razor blades from Harbor Freight, and then if you've just put a very light pressure across the plastic, pushing your blade up against the blue tape, you're gonna cut a perfect little hole. I'm just gonna tape it up in a couple sections, and then I'm gonna put a big piece of tape across all of it. And I always find this is kind of the quickest way to mask off funky patterned sections like this when you're just trying to mask off some trim. Again, not a lot of pressure at all. Then you split the difference with some more longer pieces of tape, half of it grabbing the plastic, the other half sticking onto that tape that you just laid down. All right, it's time to start painting, but the first thing I need to do is get this car out of direct sunlight. I'm gonna pull it into the garage where I have a bit more shade, let it cool down for about 30 minutes. You don't wanna spray the Plasti Dip right on something that's sitting in direct sunlight. So now that it's cooled down, we have our Plasti Dip warmed up. Anytime I'm painting with an aerosol can, I like to warm it up. It just helps the paint atomize and come out of the can a little bit better. I also like to wipe down all the surfaces I'm about to paint with some isopropyl alcohol. This gets rid of any oils or fingerprints and anything making the paint not stick. Now with the Plasti Dip, what you're gonna wanna do is lay down one light coat followed by around 4 medium to heavy coats, and you're gonna space all these coats out about 30 minutes in between. And when you lay down that first light coat, you're gonna be a little bit concerned because it doesn't look like it's covering at all, but it's okay. What this first light coat does is act as a sort of tack layer, and then the 2 to 3 medium to heavy coats afterwards, you could put these down pretty heavy. This Plasti Dip material doesn't drip like a normal paint or clear coat will. So you're gonna be okay, just lay that down thick. And then as you're laying it down thick, it starts looking a little bit orange peeling, but you're gonna see it kind of level out in between those coats. All right, I'm on my second or third pass, and I wanted to show you one more little trick. So you wanna make sure you're getting all the angles of this trim so you don't have any peekaboos of the chrome popping through. So what I like to do is just hit it one long stroke, long, medium to thick coat on this one. At one angle, and then I hit it at another angle, nice and thick. And one more dust coat, why not? Nice and thick, it'll level out, look nice, and there you go. We waited overnight and the Plasti Dip is looking nice and dry and cure. The can does say 4 hours, but I like to make sure to give it overnight just to make sure that the trim is nice and dry in case we bonk into it, we're not leaving any chips or anything. Now removing all the masking and the plastic and the blue tape, the only thing you want to make sure is that you don't bonk any of the sticky side of the tape into your freshly painted trim. This could remove the Plasti Dip. It's not fully cured yet, so make sure you're doing that. So once all that masking is removed, we're looking like this. We have the nicely painted trim that's beautifully smooth and cool looking and not old and stainless looking. But you can see with that 1/2 inch to 2 inch gap, we have some excess paint. So it's pretty easy to get rid of this Plasti Dip. All you have to do is roll your finger on it and then give it a little pull. And then what to make sure is when you're pulling it the direction that you're going, because if you were to pull up, you run the chance of pulling the Plasti Dip off the trim. So I just like to make sure I pull the Plasti Dip like this. And then we're just gonna remove all this oversprayed Plasti Dip off the rest of the trim, and then we're done. And another trick when you're pulling this excess Plasti Dip off is you can also use a little toothpick to get into hard to reach corners. So if you're doing this like on an emblem or something, you could use a toothpick and pick it out of like the interior of an emblem. You can also grab some tweezers or some needle nose pliers to help you grab that ridge after you've rolled up that initial ridge. Then we're just gonna take our time and remove all that excess Plasti Dip. And the wife's Audi is looking way cooler. I like how I could spend $8 on a bottle of Plasti Dip and totally rejuvenates the look of this ride. Hey, if this video helped you out or if it was just kind of entertaining to watch, don't forget to check out my channel for more. Do all that YouTube stuff, and thank you for watching.